So my name is Sarah Harvey and I'm a dentist. So my day usually starts about 10 to 8 or about 8 o'clock I get up. If I'm staying in Cumbernauld, then usually I get up about that time. It takes me about half an hour to get to work. Or if I'm staying at my boyfriend's, it only takes about 10 to 15 minutes to get to work, so I'll leave depending on then. The drive can be a bit busy in the morning with all the traffic on the M8 and M80. So I get to work, I work within a health centre, so there's the medical areas. I'm upstairs on the first floor with dental, so there's community across the way and where I work, which is a general dental practice. Work starts at 9 o'clock. I usually try and get in at 8:45 so I can look and see what's in my day. So a day tends to be pretty varied, no day's really the same. It really just depends. You've got everything booked in and ideally your whole day will be full and you'll be busy, but there tends to be 2 free 15-minute appointments in the day that's emergency appointments. So that'll be if a patient phones up and say a filling's came out or they're in a lot of pain, then they can get filled in those spaces because patients in pain should ideally be seen within 24 hours on the NHS if they're registered with us. Things that we would see would include checkups, children checkups, fillings, NHS filled private fillings, crowns, bridges, dentures, extractions, periodontal treatment, so gum treatment and everything like that as well. So depending on what they're getting done, how many fillings are getting done, what their treatment plan is, then that'll be how long an appointment is. So appointments tend to vary from 5 minutes to about an hour for maybe root canal treatments or something, so they tend to be quite long appointments. So ideally I like to have my treatment in the morning because I like to get everything done and out of the way, and then maybe more checkups towards the afternoon, but it doesn't always work out like that. It really just depends what you're getting in the day. Sometimes patients don't show up, which isn't great because then it's just a bit boring, but usually the space can get filled. Where I work just now there's quite a high dental need, which is a bit of a shame, particularly among children. So generally I don't have too many gaps in my book at the moment. We stop for lunch at 1 o'clock and we get an hour for lunch. So I'll usually have, recently I've been having overnight oats, or I used to usually just go to Greg's and grab something, and I would have that. We've got an hour lunch. I sit with my nurses for lunch. My boss, the owner of the practice, she sits in the wee recovery room, and one of the other dentists usually sits in his surgery, so it's really just depending, that's what they like to do, but I like to sit with the girls. And we just sit and chat and that for an hour and just relax. It's always the quickest hour of the day. And then we go back to work at 2 o'clock and then busy and keep going. Generally speaking, the dentist and nurse should have a really good relationship because you're in a room with them really for the whole of the day. And I've always worked with nurses that I really enjoy working with and as a team. So I think that's maybe one of the best parts of my job, getting to work with my nurse and treat patients. Then we usually finish about 5 o'clock, 5:30. It really just depends. Sometimes if your last patient cancels, or if you get done a wee bit quicker, then you can get home a bit earlier. Recently I've been doing some gym classes after work, so when I finish at 5:30 that's in town as well, so I'll maybe just go over to that, or more than likely I would just go home. And then when I go home I usually like to have dinner when I go home, so I'll just cook whatever, or if I'm staying at my boyfriend's he usually cooks dinner. I don't eat meat, so just something to do with that. And then I'll usually just sit and relax, maybe play with my dog or walk my dog or whatever, and then I stay up quite late, so I usually go to bed about 12 o'clock, maybe later or a wee bit earlier, but that's usually my day.